Hello, people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good, depending on where you're watching or viewing us from. Take the goodness. Today, I have a special guest, a beautiful lady. Chizo, can you introduce yourself for us, my man?
Okay, my name is Chizo of Fable. Yeah, I'm a mom of three. I'm a
Okay,
business
okay,
owner, fashion business owner, fashion entrepreneur.
okay.
Mhm.
All right, all right, all right. All right. Where are you based in?
I'm based in Nigeria, Port Harcourt, precisely.
Okay, okay, good, good. It's good to have you online on board, my sister. So today
Thank
we'll
you
be
for
talking
having me.
about Imekike.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're talking about Imekike. We all know what is trending now about the marriage. He was the first to come out about this whole thing that he's talking. We're talking about. I think he came out because he came back to the industry and he
Mhm.
wants to clear the air about what people think about his marriage because I know he's come back, he's married to another person.
Mhm.
That marriage
Yes.
crashed. So he came back and started talking, not knowing that the wife will have the nerves and the guts to come out and say her own part of the story. Can I hear
Mhm.
from you? What do you think about all these trending things about his marriage?
Okay. I'll say first of all, I don't think he really started out with the mind to expose certain things. I think he was just using
Yeah.
it as a marketing gimmick. The way the industry
Okay.
it thrives on controversies. You understand?
Yeah, yeah,
So
that's what I've seen.
if you are trending, then it makes you more interesting and all that. And then he's
Yeah.
just coming back again into the movie industry. He needed to have some controversy around him. But I don't think he bargained
They'll
on
push
the
him.
wife.
They make him.
Yes, yes, I'll push him, the publicity out. But I don't think he
Yeah.
bargained on the fact that him talking will maybe he didn't know sometimes when you start talking about something, you don't know how far you will talk,
You go, yes, yes.
So I think that may have been the issue. He probably overtalked. And then now the woman decided that, there are a lot of things that were said. I need to have my own say on the matter.
Yeah. I need
So
to clear the air.
yes, yes, yes. But
Mm-hmm.
all of that is publicity. He wanted publicity, Abi, and he got the
Yes.
publicity he was looking for.
And now online in-laws are really, really dragging.
Of course, anything that is on the public space, if you bring your
Yeah,
matter on the public space, then that means you are inviting public opinion. So that's why
exactly.
people really need to be careful about what they want to have on a public space. So I don't know if
Exactly.
he knew that it will, like skyrocket to this level. I don't know if he thought about that,
Exactly.
but it's
Mm.
a case of you're beating somebody and you want to tell them how to cry as well. It doesn't
Yeah,
work like that. It doesn't
yeah.
work like that. So his
Mm.
interview, there are just a lot of sleeping dogs that
I'm
he
supposed to
woke up.
lie.
Yes, that was supposed to lie that he woke up, and he just went
Exactly.
on from there. So I
Mm-hmm.
really don't know what he was trying to achieve, but I don't think it's like this that he thought it to be. Because
He
I know at
rightly
some
said
point,
he needs publicity. He needs something
yes.
that will make him feel like a Mekike that he used to be before.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
on the other part, what do you think about Susanna coming out to say all those?
Okay, I will be honest. Well, what do they say? Sometimes you hear a story, some people will tell you sometimes that don't talk, just allow the people to talk anything they want to know. But
Mm.
sometimes, in the bid to be quiet and let people just talk, you know,
Mm.
there are certain narratives that we keep on running about you
Yeah,
that
yeah.
are not true or
Mm.
are being exaggerated or misrepresented. And the
Yeah.
truth is social media. This
I
is internet,
know.
and the internet never forgets. So you don't know the circle that this thing can go to, and it starts to affect you later. So I think at some point, the woman decided, you know what, there's no need to keep quiet any longer. Let me talk, And I would say on the other hand too, if somebody has been in an abusive situation, initially there's that stage where you are still trying to nurture your voice to talk about what you went through. Okay.
Yeah.
Before you actually mature to now talk about it, Now, maybe she has come to a place where she has dealt with her emotions, she has done some healing. This thing has been almost 10 years. So she now feels that, you know what? I think it's now time for me to talk and address these things that's coming out in the public space. So if for me, if that is going to help her healing, yes. I support it. If it's going to help the image, that because sometimes, when things don't work out like this in a relationship, there's a smear campaign where somebody's trying to rubbish your image. If it's going to help your image, then please talk about it. If it's going to free your mind, please talk about it. That's
talk
what
about it, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Because we are just hearing about Emeka Kezon because he's a celebrity. You understand?
Exactly.
We have so many families, so many people have gone into depression, people have gone into so many mess because they were emotionally blackmailed. You understand? Because I'll call it emotional blackmailing. Because if she hadn't come out, from my own understanding of this whole thing, if she hadn't come out to say this is what happened, people will believe. Personally, I don't like one-sided story. I like to hear from A and hear from B. You understand? So people, when she came out, I think people now saw her own side of the story and Emeka's side of the story, married them together, and so many conclusions.
Yes, of course.
In this social media space, there are things you don't need to feel. Families. Like families, I don't really like it. Yeah, but people, like you rightly said, some people want to shine through there. Like in the case, there's so many cases like that. People want to try. People want to be top of the town.
Yes.
Let's think about you, Ledoche story. Though people are dragging it so bad that I don't even know what they're dragging now. Online in-laws are just making mess of the whole story. You understand?
Yes,
That was
some people are more invested than the people involved inside the matter.
That one is making me laugh because let me tell you the truth. So many people are in that situation and they come out on the social media. They trash the person that. So many people are I want to ask you, who are the concubines? Who are the side chicks? Who are the second wives and the third wives and the fourth? Is it not the ladies?
Yes.
They're everywhere shouting. Who are those that marry? Do you know that some people marry people abroad, answering their sisters? I will talk about this one day. I want to talk about it because I saw she's always trashing Judy, trashing, but I know her very well. And I went to her messenger and I sent her a message. I said, I know your story. Your husband, you're the third wife of your husband, and you know that your husband is living abroad with you.
Exactly.
What are you talking about? Because that lady knows you, because I know the story. The lady that your husband is married to knows you very well, and you're asking your husband when she comes to Nigeria. So there are things you don't put your mouth.
Yes.
There are things you don't come out on social media and be talking because you are wearing the same shoe.
Yes.
You're even doing worse.
What's this? There's this English saying. They say those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Do not throw stones. Yeah.
If you know you are in this kind of situation, it's better to keep quiet. Just keep quiet.
Keep quiet.
While the thing is going on. Yes, because
sometimes I think people derive joy. I think social media is their joy. You understand? Yeah. So that is when you grab their own joy. You understand? So anyway, now I want to ask, I want to talk, we want to talk, I want you to talk, I want us to talk about how far Emekike was, because from all indication, Emekike saw her when she was nothing. You understand?
Mhm.
Put her in
Yeah.
school, her and all that, trained her, made her who she became. But after the marriage, that is what Open Heart with Oluchi is all about. What
Mhm.
what value as any relationship you are into, is it with your spouse, people around you,
Mhm.
your family, your mother, your father, mother-in-law, sister-in-law? What value has it added to you? Has
Yeah.
your relationship with maybe your husband, your wife, brother-in-law,
Mhm.
sister-in-law, mother-in-law, parents, what value has it added to you? You
Mhm.
understand? Like, yes, some time ago, we are talking, me and somebody, we are talking about how she got into fashion. The big
Mhm.
thing will come out. How she got
Mhm.
into, and she said that her parents did not want anything fashion. They still call it tell though, you
Mhm.
understand. But she
Mhm.
pulled up and she went into, and she's happy and she's making a
Yeah.
good from it. You understand? So that's
Mhm.
what we are talking about. What How far have your relation, people around you, helped you to
Mhm.
grow? Do they
Yeah.
do pull you down? Now we're talking about Emekike's wife. How far have she gone now? Yeah, Emekike
Mhm.
made her what she is like 10 years ago, but now I think she is better. What do
Mhm.
you think?
Mhm.
I want to ask, what do you think?
Okay. First of all, Uh, I don't, let me say, I haven't really kept tabs on her in particular. And I won't even lie, it was even the whole noise, that was going on that even made me, I started to, who is even his wife? I wasn't
Hmm.
even really conversant with the story initially when, they had the issues and all that.
Yeah,
So it's now I'm even seeing that she was actually quite young when he
yeah, very
married her.
well.
You
Yeah,
understand? So one thing I would want to bring out is this. I hear people say, especially men, they ask women, what are you bringing to the table and all that.
oh, yeah,
You say, this girl is an 18-year-old. She was an 18-year-old girl at the time, probably just fresh out of secondary school.
secondary school.
She's so unaware. She's naive. She is
Yeah,
innocent. She doesn't know things. So you
anything, yeah.
cannot expect such a person to be bringing a lot to the table. In
To the
fact,
table, yeah.
knowing that this person is practically starting from the beginning,
Scratch. Hmm.
you who decides that you want to connect with this kind of person should know that you are the table. You are supplying the table. you are fueling the table. You will continue to be the one. You get what I mean? Because
I know.
basically, she's a blank slate, and you are the one who will make her or break her.
Yeah,
And another aspect too that people fail to understand. I don't know about other people, but I still believe in a man being the leader of his home,
yeah.
you know. So I strongly believe that when a man, women are basically what you give to them.
Them, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, what you give her is what she returns back,
Brain. Yeah,
is what she multiplies back to you. So, in the same
yeah.
way, in terms of what impact, he has done for her and all that. I I saw a lot of things he said he did for her, he made for her. It's all good
Yeah,
if he's following it up with good behavior, good
yeah,
character, and all that, to her.
yeah.
You know, what people fail to understand is that, when we say men provide, men should provide or men are providers, it's not just money. It's
Yeah,
not just things. It's not just material things. A man is supposed to provide a loving atmosphere in his home. A man
yeah,
is supposed
exactly.
to provide peace in his home. Most times
Mm.
they'll say, be his peace, be his peace. But you cannot be the peace of a man who is not peaceful.
So a business
You
man, yeah,
understand?
exactly.
Yeah, so a man has to provide peace. He has to provide kindness, He has to provide there are certain things he has to lay down because he's the provider. So
Yeah.
in terms of if he has done all the things he said he did, but he's providing an environment that is breaking the woman, then that provision is not complete. So I'm believing that after all these years, she has had some space. I'm believing that she has grown into a more mature, peaceful, and productive person. You understand? I watched that interview she did with Chude, and it was one of the things people were saying. They say somebody who went through all these things, and yes, she's so calm. Her demeanor is so calm. If you really went through all these things, you'll be crying, you'll be broken. No. It depends on the kind of healing, the amount of healing you have.
Yeah. I think she must have been she fulfilled. She moved on.
Yes, she has moved on clearly. She has dealt with certain things, you understand? Maybe in the ways where she felt torn and broken, she has rebuilt herself in a certain way.
Yeah.
You must not look like what you have been through.
No.
So I feel, yes, whatever impact he had on her, it wasn't, I think she's in a far better place now. You understand? With the impact she has done for herself. And in spite of relationships and impacts going on and all that, I believe that one of the first recipients of any impact should be you yourself.
Yourself, exactly.
You understand? People are busy looking for love. But the first question is, the love you're looking for, do you have it for yourself?
For yourself, exactly. Self-love. I used to tell people.
Yeah, do you have it for yourself? One of the things that I'll say God showed me and I learned, that scripture that says, love your neighbor as yourself.
As yourself, yeah.
You understand? That's the second commandment after love God with all your heart. The issue is there are people who love their neighbor more than themselves.
More than themselves, yeah.
Then you love yourself more than your neighbor. It's also another problem as well. So there should be balance. That you are impacting yourself, and then you are now getting impact from your spouse. Neighbor. And in the same way, you are also impacting your spouse. Marriage is a two-way street. It's a two-way street. You know what? Once it's one-sided, once it seems like everything is flowing from one end and there's not enough, coming from the other end, it becomes a struggle. It becomes labor. And that's not what marriage is about.
It's all about.
The Bible says something, say, one will chase 1,000 and two will chase 10,000.
Yeah,
you understand?
Yeah.
So it simply means that whatever impact you had by yourself, when you marry, the impact is supposed to be more.
More, exactly.
If you marry and you are producing on a scale of 200, no, sorry, before marriage you are producing on a scale of 200. That means after marriage you should be producing on a scale of like 1,000. Yeah. But if your marriage is, let me say, minimizing you, and that you are now doing 50 instead of the 200 you started with.
You are supposed to do, exactly.
It's a problem. And this thing shows up in several areas in marriage and everything. If there's abuse, if there's toxicity, if there's a lot of, struggling in the relationship.
Relationship, yeah.
People being less than what they are supposed to be. So I would say from her demeanor, from the time frame, that has gone past, I would say that she has done a lot of work on herself.
Yeah, sure.
She has done a lot of work on herself, so that whatever negative impact that there was there in her former relationship, I think she has found some balance. About it. Yes.
Good. I love that one. The part you say that she's done a lot of good for herself, and this self-love is what most women lack it.
Yes.
Most women lack self-love. Because if you don't love yourself, you don't even have strength. You won't even have strength to love your neighbor.
Oh, yes,
love
that's
yourself
Yes.
The Bible, like you said, the Bible says, "Love your neighbor as you love yourself." You're supposed to have loved yourself. I think
Very true.
that's the strength every woman
Yes.
should have.
Yes.
Every
Your
even man,
the love you have for
even if it's a
another
child,
person.
self love.
Yes. The love
Mm-hmm.
you have for another person should actually stem from the love you have for yourself. If
Exactly.
you are loving another person and you don't love yourself, it's actually fraudulent. That's a scam. That's a
You're
scam.
cheating yourself.
Yes.
Exactly.
You understand? Then you begin to
Exactly.
wonder, is it really love you have for those people? Or you're just
Yeah.
trying to invest in those people so you can now leverage on that and say, I did this for you, I did that for you,
Mm,
I did it for
mm,
you.
mm.
If really it was your love that now poured out, you won't be looking
Yeah.
for what they are going to give you back in return. Your love
Yeah.
will not be transactional, you know. And you just said
Yeah.
something now about even as mothers, you understand. Many
Mm,
times we tend to, because I know that our wiring as women is such that we nurture things, but
yeah.
many times we nurture things and people at our own detriment.
Hundred
And
percent. You're right.
it's not supposed to be like that.
No, it's not.
You understand? Because this is what creates bitterness in a lot of women after they have poured into something on somebody else. They now are wasted, they are burnt out and everything. Then they start to hate
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
goodness that they did to
Mm.
others.
By the
So
time
we
they
are not to be.
realize, they'll be so bitter and sad about
Yes,
everything that. Yeah. Yeah.
yes,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Exactly. Mm.
Mhm.
Mm.
So we must
Oh,
always
Chizzy, thank
concentrate
you so
on.
much. I appreciate you. You've really talked deep into this relationship matter about Mekike and the estranged wife. Thank God that all of them have moved on.
Yes, yes.
I think both of them. Mekike is now married with another person, South African woman. I don't know. I don't think Susanna are married, but from all indications, she's relaxed. She's
Yeah.
moved on. Yeah, she's added value to herself. It's not a
Yes.
must that your relationship is somebody that will add value to you. That's what I used to tell
Oh,
people.
yes.
You can do something for yourself by yourself. You
Mm-hmm,
can do
mm-hmm.
something for yourself. Look at your back, what happened yesterday. Improve today and
Yes,
higher tomorrow.
absolutely.
That's what I used to tell people. Don't dwell in the
Mm-hmm.
past. If something has happened, it has happened. You can't stop it. Like you
Yes.
can't bring yesterday back. It's gone and it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
whatever happened yesterday, use it to improve your today and make your tomorrow better. That's what I used to tell
Mm-hmm.
people. Can't stay
Yes.
at a place. Change is
Mm-hmm.
very
It's
uh,
constant. It's
important. Yeah,
constant.
you keep improving, you keep moving, keep doing your best, getting the best out of you and the people around you. Thank you so
Yes.
much, Izzy. I
Thank
would
you
have
for having me.
advise Emeki and wife, but I don't think they need advice. They are both of them
I
are
know,
adults.
I think they are fine. They are fine.
They are fine. Yeah, I
I
think they
think
are
they are
very
fine.
okay.
But
They
I
are
will just say
very.
maybe my parting shot would be that, you know, he has moved on. He has a new family now, you know.
Yeah,
Let old things, you know,
let's go
pass
things.
away. Let it pass away. You know, enjoy the newness you have, and that's it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
too for
yeah,
his wife as well too. You know, I believe that she's doing a personal work in herself, and then you know,
yeah,
if like I said, the love has to come from her first. So if she's open again to, you know, loving somebody else, it's all good. But let it be that she's coming from a place of loving herself and healing.
yeah.
That's it basically. And I
All
just
right.
pray that, you know, everybody that has been hurt in his family really gets healing. You know, him, his children, and his
Hmm.
wife.
And one thing I don't like, personally, for me, parting anything I want to tell any family that brings up their matter on social media is don't get your children involved. Do it, man.
Mm.
You know
I
why I
have
say
my
that?
reservations about that. Okay.
So okay,
Uh,
what are your reservations?
my reservation about it is this. If at all the matter must come to social media, if
Hmm.
at all, you know, then I'm believing that something justified that. It's either it's an abusive situation, there's a situation where somebody is trying to, what will I say, frustrate you or something. As much as possible for me, try to keep these things out of social media as much as possible. But if you must say it, right, it's one of two things. Many times we try to say, keep the children out of it. No. If there was abuse, those children witnessed it. So you can't say that you can be keeping it outside, away from them. They witnessed the abuse. They internalized the abuse. They were also victims of the abuse. That's actually why I had an issue with people saying the man's son shouldn't have spoken. No, he was right in it. And he has a right to speak about it. He has a right to make his own submissions about it. You understand? He lived it. We were only outside as online in-laws looking in. This is somebody who was right in the middle of it. So he can have an opinion. And remember that he's 20 years or thereabouts. So he's actually legally an adult. Even if it's a small child, that child also has a perspective about this thing. That you must not, you must not push away and say no. And then this is the reason why, when people say a woman has brainwashed the children against it. No. I know that sometimes manipulation like that happens, but still understanding that children have eyes, they see. You understand? They know what's going on. So whatever, it's not like somebody can just give them a whole new version of what they are seeing. For the most part, if you take away children and their balance, they know what is right and what is wrong, what should have happened, what's a normal, healthy thing to do in a relationship and what's not. You understand? So if people say don't involve children, it depends. It depends.
Yeah,
if you're bringing children, maybe to come and manipulate, you've manipulated them or whatever. But if these people have a valid opinion, especially when they are adults, let them talk.
Yeah, exactly. All right. It's nice having you, Chidi.
Thank you so much.
This is one for Media, one for TV. We are on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
Okay.
So this is under one for TV. This is Open Heart with OLUCHI. We talk about relationships and every other thing, not just relationships. We talk generally about adding value to one's life. That's what it's all about. But most times you have to involve relationship because you need people around you, your family, spouse, partner, whatever, colleagues, whatever. Because most times you might think it's your husband or your wife or your mother or your father that will lead you to limelight, but sometimes you might have colleagues, friends around you that will push you to get to the limelight that you want to get to. And sometimes I tell people that most of the times you climbing to the limelight that you want to get to, you have to start from within you. This is what I want to do. This is who I want to be. Then if you get support from around you, it is another advantage. You understand? But when you're, do I think I can make it? You won't get anywhere. Start from within, like we say, self-love. Start from within yourself. Move, then others will come in. Thank you. I wish to have you some other time. In short, I'll be having you all the time.
I would love to be here again. Thank you
for having you all the time now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate your coming here. Hello, people. I hope we've heard from her and from me the advice and stuff and how we talk deep into this Emekike and the wife story and other things around it. It's left for us to know what to do as a family, as a husband, as a wife, as a partner, as a mother, as a child, as a father. It's left for us to know what to do at a particular time because most times, don't let emotion becloud you. That's what I used to tell you. Don't let emotion becloud you. Do what is right and leave the rest. Keep subscribing to Wafo. Keep sharing. Keep following us on Instagram, Facebook, on TikTok. Keep watching Wafo. We'll bring you another banger. See you next time. Bye.